Hey everyone, good evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darrell Winninger from the Central Oregon Daily Weather Center, and we have one more round of gorgeous conditions before we get into our next active weather pattern. And that active weather pattern brings a whole lot of changes to our Tri-County area. So we're going to take a few minutes for a deep dive into your most reliable forecast. Really break down what's been happening, what's setting up, and what's going to happen as we go through the rest of the work week, just so you can stay ahead of the forecast. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Here's a look at your headlines and weather for Monday, March the 24th, and we have tons of sunshine and pleasant conditions expected for one more day. Now today, it was a mixture of sunshine and clouds. Winds mostly stayed at a light breeze, but after this last gorgeous day, when our warming trend is going to be peaking, our next system rolls into the high desert with stronger winds and precipitation back in the forecast, including a little more mountain snow and roller coaster temperatures. So a lot of changes are with that next shift in the weather pattern. And just to break it down, give you the headlines, it looks like more rain is expected with a little bit of mountain snow. But this next system starts to impact us on Wednesday, and by then we're looking at a risk of thunderstorms, and even a few of them, they're right on the edge of some of them could become severe, meaning some large hail and very strong winds. So that's something that we're going to be tracking through the next couple of days, and that next chance of thunderstorm activity holds off until Wednesday. But today, awesome. Look at this. There are some clouds out there, but no rain in sight. Each one of these cameras is a breathtaking view. And when we look at road conditions, not bad at all. We were in the 60s and 70s today, so no snow, no precipitation. Roads are dry. Traffic is running smoothly, even in the passes. It looks like gorgeous driving conditions. And some of those pass cameras just show blue. So it could be blue that we're looking at a bluebird day up in the highest elevations for some locations. But really, there's been a lot of cloud cover, and most of the precipitation well to our north. That's because a ridge of high pressure is building into the region, and under that domain of high pressure, we're looking at a light breeze, more sunshine. We just have some clouds that are thinning out across the high desert as that high pushes further to the north. So satellite and radar shows, well, not much except some clouds, and we can see where that real clearing begins just south of Deschutes County. Looking at the bigger picture, we can really see where this high pressure is just the dominant feature for most of the West Coast. But further out over the Pacific Ocean, a few changes are lying in wait. We have a couple of systems that are going to be impacting us, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to straighten this out real quick. Okay, there we go. So there is a weak front on the edge of our high pressure. I'm circling it with my mouse right now, but also there's an area of low pressure just to the west of that, about 1,200 miles off the California coastline. It's sitting right under my cursor, and that is going to be the system that activates our next active weather pattern. Further out over the Pacific Ocean, there's another low that's already well developed, and that one rolls in as well. So we're looking at back-to-back systems starting on Wednesday. Between now and then, I think you're going to like what you're going to see. So here's our forecast model. It starts us off with that high pressure building into the region, and we can see our next system well out over the Pacific Ocean, and that is going to be the one that really rolls through the high desert, bringing us our next round of rain starting Wednesday afternoon. So here through tonight, we stay mostly clear. By tomorrow, some in and out clouds, but really mostly sunshine, with temperatures getting even warmer than they were today. We do see a few specks of green showing up on the map. I'm not expecting much at all in the way of precipitation till we hit Wednesday. Freeze frame. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Showers are already starting to develop through the Cascades and work their way into the Tri-County area, and where you're seeing these cells that have some of those brighter colors, we're talking oranges, reds, that's where we have the potential of some thunderstorm activity. So there will be a chance just on Wednesday evening, when we still have abundant moisture, warmer temperatures, and we've been seeing that sunshine previously. Those are the ingredients for some thunderstorm activity, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too widespread at the moment, just as in advance of that front as it's pushing through. By Thursday, during the morning hours, we get a little bit of a break between systems. Our next one's just offshore, and as it rolls through Thursday night, going into Friday, we're talking more mountain snow with some rain and snow showers in our lower elevation. So between now and 7 a.m., not much actually happening. By Wednesday at 3 p.m., we're starting to see those showers and that low chance of thunderstorm activity developing, and then it gets wetter, it gets cooler, it's going to be gusty for most of the high desert, and by Thursday at 11 p.m., at the end of this specific forecast model, we're we're showing some light snow in the Cascades. Most of it is just going to be rain. And no need for this graphic because we're not expecting any road conditions that are going to be treacherous or hazardous or difficult or anything until winds start to pick up. So our wind gusts right now, not bad at all. Gusts between 7 and 14 miles per hour. That means the actual wind speed probably much lower, 5 to 15 miles per hour. And here through the next couple of days, we're actually 2 to 12 miles per hour, but here through the next couple of days, we're going to start to see those changes. So today, it's mostly been a light breeze, a little breezy at times. Tonight, we're looking at a gentle breeze, and then watch what happens. Through the day tomorrow, not much is changing. Through Wednesday, winds get gusty for most of the high desert, south to southwest, and that is going to fuel a little bit more of that anticipation of some thunderstorms developing. Now, if we get more clouds earlier and temperatures don't get as warm, we're not looking at that chance of thunderstorm activity, but as it sits right now, there's a low chance of a few thunderstorms developing. High temperatures in the last 24 hours, 70s and 60s across the high desert, and that's where we're sitting right now. The top temperature is Warm Springs at 72 degrees. Remember, our average high is 53 in Bend and 57 in Redmond. So well about almost 20 degrees above average in some locations. Now, in the last 24 hours, temperatures have bumped up between 5 and 13 degrees. So it's much warmer than it was this time yesterday, and it warms up a little bit more Tuesday before that next system starts to roll in. Now, with Wednesday, Wednesday's our transition day, and it's also that day that we have a chance of some thunderstorm activity. The warmer air mass is still going to be over the area. More clouds start to roll in, and once showers start, that inhibits our chance of temperatures peaking even higher than they are on Tuesday, but it's still going to be in the 70s. Still have dew point values in the 40s, some 50s possible, and where we start to get into the 50s with dew points, that's where we could see some thunderstorm development. But right now we're just looking at showers late Wednesday through Friday. By Saturday, in and out clouds and temperatures starting to rebound. But look at that drop in temperatures. Dropping in addition back down to near average means we're dropping between Tuesday and Thursday 20 plus degrees across the high desert. So between now and tomorrow, that's when we have the most pleasant conditions expected through the next 7 days. Tomorrow morning, your school bus forecast shows we're starting in the 40s, temperatures topping out in the 70s with a few 60s even possible. This is going to be the peak of our warming trend, and it's going to be the most gorgeous day out of the next 7. In fact, after that, it's going to get cooler and then even chilly. So we're looking at highs well into the 70s through the Tri-County area with some in and out clouds. Now, your 7-day planner shows a couple of things. First, we get a slight dip in temperatures with more clouds and that chance of rain on Wednesday. Wednesday's rain will mostly be confined to the afternoon hours. Winds are going to be gusty Wednesday and Thursday. By Friday, winds start to taper off. We still have a chance of precipitation, some snow early, and then showers later on in the day, and that's remnants of Thursday night system. By Saturday, in and out clouds, and then Sunday and Monday, another system starts to roll in with stronger winds, more precipitation, and some mountain snow. So, out of the next 7 days, Tuesday and Wednesday have the highest temperatures, well above that average high of 56, 57 degrees, and then it gets wetter, gusty, and much cooler across the high desert. So soak up that vitamin D, because here through the next few days, it's just a taste of what's on the way, but we do have our next active weather pattern starting up. Sunny and pleasant on Tuesday. By Wednesday, winds get breezy at times. It's still going to bring temperatures topping out in the 70s with some 60s, but showers by the afternoon and some thunderstorms possible after that. A bigger drop in temperatures with some roller coaster highs and lows expected. But that is the latest in weather. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News. We'll have the latest headlines and your most reliable forecast. It's at 5 and 11 on ABC and at 6, 7 and 11 on CBS. Well, join us. We'll see you then.